Welcome to our episode of Barman Saturdays, and this week I also decided to take a look at Happily Never After from a producer of Shrek in Shrek 2. And yeah, I do not like this box art. Like, it's just got way too many characters on it, and the characters that are in the most prominent position are side characters. Like, if you're gonna make, characters in like a prominent position where they're most, close appearing to the audience, it should be the main characters or at least the main protagonist and the villain, du jour. Why on earth, do we have sidekicks that you're probably not going to even like, in such a prominent position? Is it because one of them's voiced by Andy Dick while the other is voiced by Wallace Shawn? Like, that's just isn't good enough in my opinion to justify doing that. As for the plot, well, basically this is meant to parody, Cinderella and some other fairy tales. But then just gives us more modern stereotypes, within the film industry. So I honestly don't know why they are even bothering outside trying to copy the success of Shrek and Hoodwinked. Which I guess I should be surprised considering, a producer of Shrek and Shrek 2 was involved with this film. Of course he'd want to just basically copy the Shrek formula just on a lower budget. Because, it's a lesser known studio that made this film. They were also behind, Space Chimp 1 and 2. Ugh. I haven't even looked at the second film yet, but the first one, yeah, that was a bit of a rough ride. But basically, the Wizard of Balance, voiced by George Carlin, decides, to go on vacation and leaves his incompetent, hired help behind to also, cause the scales of good and evil to come out of balance because they draw attention to themselves, which causes, the evil stepmother from Cinderella to show up and just start changing everything, to the bad ending. And of course, since this has a happily ever after at the end anyway, despite its title, everything eventually goes back to basically normal. Only, with Rumpelstiltskin apparently becoming the nanny, because after, he takes the kid, he doesn't have any actual real evil plans besides raising it, apparently, as his own son. Just like that's it? Like, you kidnap a baby just to raise it as your own, just like, you could have gotten hired to be a live-in nanny or something, man. The royalty, they can use the help. Or were you afraid they wouldn't let you in because you're green? You know how to spin, wheat into gold. I mean, you can make the kingdom an infinite amount of cash. Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't want to have him around either, Like, you think the skills those that valuable? They could put up with a nanny of questionable skill as long as they have some backup there to help them. If that's what he wants to do. But yeah, like the film just isn't very funny in my opinion. Like, it's meant to be a comedy, but the jokes just don't land. And I don't know why they brought in, George Carlin to voice the wizard, because he basically gets no lines. Just, ugh. I mean, I definitely would say Life is a Jungle's way worse. And, I want to say Amazon Jack was the title, yeah. That was really bad too, but yeah, this is not a good film. Not even close, in my opinion. If you like it, more power to you, but I'm kind of glad this one's behind me. I don't have to watch it again. Though there is a sequel, and I shudder to find out if that's even worse. Because I imagine it would be basically unwatchable for me. Ugh. Or maybe I can hope it curves all the way back around and become good all over again, but I have my doubts.
Dastardly follower in charge of bandits? I stole a baby! That's about as evil as it gets!
Okay. Sidekick.
Oh.